Look, working off the handoff, gets a switch with Capella. Pulls up baseline, got it. Well, there's something about Atlanta that Devin Booker likes, averaging almost 27 points per game.
A little hack of Mitchell Robinson, if he's in the game.
In his future, Book turns the corner, finds Crowder, lets the three fly, down it goes. Suns with a red-hot start, a perfect 5 of 5.
Impressive win against the Atlanta Hawks. Booker had 38 in that game. Crowder one more to a wide open Booker, who's been making his threes, and he knocks one down there. 5 quick ones for the guy they have.
Walker shooting 41% from downtown. Had as good a look as he's had all night. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Booker working on Fournier, fading, firing, connecting.
These fans.
Holmes and Len. Wonder if we get a look at Tristan Thompson tonight. He's provided a lot of great energy so far this year for Sacramento. Booker going to work early.
Hasn't spanned a long time, but those two guys to me are obvious.
Here's Booker with the jumper. Well, the question then is if you put 12-14, the offensive numbers have gotten better. Is they've stopped turning it over. But in this first quarter, they've turned it over a lot. As Shabbat buries the corner 3.
Rebound to Crowder. Devin Booker surveys the scene. He's got a good handle too. Off the McGee pick, fading, firing, and hitting. And get yourself into a clutch situation. That's 5 minutes. Inside of 5 points. Kaminsky on the dive. That was working effectively back in the second quarter.
11, his 6th on the offensive glass. 7.5 to go in the third. Booker works on Wade, gets to the paint. Markman nearly blocks it from behind. Booker, however, now has a game
Going down.
As we said, the Suns' 3-point defense during this 3-game win streak, much better. As Book elevating over Collins for the baseline, Jay. Here's on the rebound. Suns with a chance to tie. Patrick Beverly extend the defense as you would expect. Paul finds a backdoor cutter. Booker from 15. Tied at 90. Freeze. Rear misfire on a pretty wide open look for him. Up ahead. Book finds Bridges, who brings the boom.
Suns right now pushing it. Look at that pass from Devin and Mikal flying down the court. Take off, young man.
The scoring, Scott, has been a problem. As Dem's detailing, it's getting a little bit better. The Nuggets, before that last basket, were shooting 60%, which is really good. But the Suns.
Back it goes to Paul. Once more to Booker. Shot clock shows 5. Allen's out there once again. Step back 3.
If Chris Paul knows.
Back with it. Rifles a pass across to Cam Johnson. Bridges puts it on the deck. Booker gets a screen from McGee, probing the defense, feeds it up top. McGee knows nothing to do with it. And there's still 7:21 to go. Paul tied up.
That's the matchup Suns want. Walker can't do anything with Devin.
Booker almost baiting the defense, rising up over Walker. Book it.
That's suicide.
Could see Jalen Smith tonight. We'll try to work a little clear out with Young on him. Good ball. Kaminsky with a little flash.
For Payton. Inside to Kaminsky now, and he pulls it back out. Booker finds Crowder. 3-pointer on his way. He's good.
So when I get out there, I'm going to do the opposite. That's all. I mean, that's the advantage when you are on the bench. That's why you pay attention when you're on the bench to young players listening.
Book swings it to Crowder, who connects from the corner. 12-0 Phoenix run.
Somebody should sign him so we can get 2 assists in a game and go back into 4th.
Oh, you are hilarious. I could do that, but you are hilarious.
No, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Mark Jackson night.
Mid-range jumper goes for Booker.
Murray won't get it. Hurdle with a rebound, but Crowder snuffs it out from behind. Up ahead comes Book. Crowder looking for it. DA's got the mismatch, and Booker feeling it from deep.
I mean,
He's finding a home in this rotation.
Hustle plays and a lot of smarts. It's not just the fact that he's playing hard, it's instinct to go with it.
14 points for Bembry. Booker again on the switch with Aldridge. Sarah, at some point you got to do something different defensively there.
The hands of Devin Booker, who's yet to really get sparked. Crowder on the wing.
Suns shooting 46%. Same story. Crowder inside, feeds Book, gets it right back. Registers the three-point hits.
Chris was like, look, I can make this shot.
Houston's 11. Knocked away. Suns have numbers. And they're going to get an easy game.
Fouled, got bumped, lost the ball, but see the hands up. And Bones has got to run straight.
Nice start for the Mavs here without Luka. As Booker, the soft touch.
The handle, able to recover. Both teams shooting the ball well. Suns 67%, Knicks 64%, but they've been getting it done from downtown. Book step back. Good.
Once he locks you on his back, you're done.
The same thing, the rip through. Luke Walton choosing to leave him on the floor.
Booker, cross-court find to CP3, and he bangs it home. He laces it.
Crowder with a handoff to Booker, who had a first half high of 15. Fires a pass inside to McGee.
Saw him the whole time.
Yeah.
Just couldn't make the pass right away.
When you were in a suit and tie over there, you'd have been standing ready to hug him.
JaVale McGee, who's been a very valuable commodity off the bench, setting the screen in quarter. A 10-3 close to the period for Phoenix. And Booker leading all stat.
First quarter, Bridges lines up the triple.
Nobody matched up with Mikal. I mean, ball in, just picking it off.
Booker racing the floor, gets the payoff pass. Slams it home. Timeout, Houston.
They are 2 for 21 with the long board, the Suns. Recover, Booker one-on-one at Cody's zone. What much he can do with Booker there.
Works through 8. Crowder comes and gets it. Booker to 8 and inside.
3 off the mark.
Yeah, and I think somebody is getting to this. You have Jeff Hornacek on the staff. It's one thing to get great arc on your shot, but it's another thing to shoot it to the moon.
A stomach ailment, so they're happy to have that veteran back on the floor. His Book, little dribble hesitation, and then hits the accelerator.
2 key players getting in foul trouble. So now Chris Paul and Crowder both have 2 fouls, and I think Chris took exception a little bit to what they're doing.
Beverly on the drive, little runner. Book squares and fires, loads it up.
Devin's on the road trying to extend this streak, and Devin's heating up, hopefully, from deep.
That was Steve Nash's response when asked about a pregame. He said, I actually used to really love the second game of a back-to-back because you just wanted to get to it.
Booker banks it in. Devin Booker unstoppable in the early going.
Oh, look at how easy Devin Booker makes it. And his shoulders are always square. I mean, that's such a tough angle.
It's been a learning curve for him here early.
Supremely confident young man, for sure. At the age of 19, was the first signee to the G League. His Book gets loose to the mid-range.
That's what Devin has to do, and he's got that size on him again. You know, you throw him in the backcourt. I mean, you know, Devin Booker normally might have the size advantages most nights. But against this Atlanta team, I mean, he's looking up to these guys. Stop fouling.
Suns with another steal. Booker up ahead. Chris Paul right to the rack, finishing the foul. You see the great acceleration from Booker there in the open floor.
Again, the Suns right now in transition, they're right back to where they were last year. They were the fastest team in the league to me. Back
to a 1-point Minnesota lead. Booker working off the elbow against Edwards. We move in on the 5-minute mark. Book with the ball fake. Sets up the flyby. Money.
Jumping jacks to get it going. And Suns in, you're seeing Devin and Chris Paul step up.
Teams, he moved into number 3 all-time assist list. We pass Suns legend and 2-time MVP Steve Nash. DA gets the
They had no choice but to shoot it.
Right. Bridges on the drive. Touch pass over to Booker. Arching three. Count it.
Yeah, that ball
was last week. Up ahead to Book. Slams on the brakes. Rising and ripping from long range.
That's a tough one because if you challenge that and lose the challenge, now you go down the stretch with only one timeout.
That's a two for Booker, but he finally knocks down a basket. Shaking his head. It's been one of those nights.
There, McGee across to Shamet on the drop, cut off by Nerlens Noel. That's the guy that'll make you change your mind. Book slipping baseline, sneaks it in with a left hand. He's in double figures, taking along the baseline here.
Yeah, they're getting the unselfishness, right? Shamet could have taken a bad shot. Or a contested shot, at least. I don't know if it would have been a bad.
Paul works his way down the paint, drops it off to Comiskey, tied up there. Book again, gets to his spot. End result, bucket. Timeout, Memphis.
Nets trying to keep pushing here. Down 21 moments ago. It's a 10-point game. Booker back in with 5 fouls. Ayton the turn, the hook. Wow, has he been good when Phoenix has needed it.
So well.
Paul jumped the lead that time.
They're going to have some turnovers, but it creates better shots.
Booker, those long strides, lays it in.
They'll grab the loose ball.
They're keeping the ball moving, which is good against this defense.
Garland's shot was halfway down, 4 points. A couple of assists for Garland as Booker has come out scorching.
Paul was looking for a cutter, drops it off to Booker. Book accelerates to the rim.
That was easy there. That was like a walk in the park.
Crowder knocking down a season-high 5 threes. 17 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of blocks. Book able to turn the corner, puts on the brakes, step back, got it.
And Crowder, I gave you a little love with Crowder.
Jay Crowder did a nice job last night on Julius Randle. Got into some foul trouble, but when he was in there, really nice job. As Booker gets the roll on the leaner.
Oh, Booker coming off a tremendous performance.
Finding a little rhythm, pulls up behind the stripe. This one, no. Rebound, Book. Stop, pulls, splashdown.
Wow. 3 times in this game.
Which begs a question, as you said, how does a guy shooting that well get that open?
That open.
And this is the 4th game of a 4-game homestand for Sacramento. McGee on the drive, a sweeping hook. Booker high for the rebound. Rises up, and you know what?
Devin Booker, I think, is underrated as a player, is that rebounding capability. Gets the offensive rebound right there, but...
A little warm. And first of all, DeAndre has to be on alert because he could find himself with a dunk.
Paul and Booker have scored 23 of the last 25 points. Whip pass inside. DA with a hesitation. Nice job over the top of Towns.
And there it goes. I mean, it's like...
In transition, it starts with a stop in one end of the floor.
That was exactly what Brian Keefe was telling Michael Grady. Booker gets the switch on Aldridge. Booker, step back 3 is money. And Phoenix is taking advantage of that.
Opponents, he's rolling now. Crowder's made a couple of nice plays as well here in the 4th quarter. That steal gives the Suns the ball back from Crowder. Wide open cross for Booker. He sails one in.
They got lucky on that, though, because they've been a little sloppy the last couple of possessions, and you can't do that against this Suns team. They can score too easily.
Book's been tightening up his handle.
Hard dribble to his right, finds Bridges, down to 7 on the shot clock. Working the 2-man game with DA. Pulls up from 18. Feathery soft.
Everybody touched the ball, I think, except the...
5 of 6. They're 9-4 at the 3rd best record in the West. Suns have the 2nd best. Golden State, number 1 in the NBA right now at 12-2. Booker with a shot clock at 5, trying to shake Ntilikina. Follow-away jumper, hit it! Devin Booker with 15 in the first half.
I really like it.
Good start and stop by Booker. Excellent individual defense by Ntilikina. The little fade gives him just enough space to get.
Basketball fans here in Phoenix, they'll get the show here. That's a very good movement and scoring of the basketball.
Buck with a pull-up in the paint. Nate McMillan.
The sideline reporter. Should have him like revealing like deep, dark secrets.
Booker gets the roll.
One off a franchise record, a team that went to the NBA Finals a year ago, and after a slow start, they have found the magic, have not lost in the month of November. Booker, a little finger roll.
79-66. Play here in the third quarter, 4 minutes gone. Floater in the lane, that's good.
Right to the tee for the defense.
Green on the drive. Booker slams the door. Pull up three. Yes!
Dikembe, oh, I'm sorry, that's Booker. I thought that's who it was. Then he runs the floor and gets awarded with the three.
Porter Jr.
Oh, that hurt.
Great pass. Booker inside the DA.
Jump on him early.
Tice can't connect there. Here's Book. 3 straight games under 20 points as he connects on the straightaway triple. And as we know, when Book failed to score.
Takes that roll.
Barnes on Booker. Booker with the drive-by with the left hand, got it to go.
He wasn't going to get the rebound, but he's going to make sure that no Nick got it.
Swing it around, sets up Book. Wide open.
Why do that?
Splash down.
Why leave him open? And then you leave that guy open? Okay. Please don't do that too much more. We'll be.
Conversely, San Antonio, which has been pretty good about taking care of the basketball this season, come in number 6 at just over 13 turnovers per game, is a deep arching three. The dagger from makes it a 4-point game.
Monty's going to have a discussion at halftime. And the discussion is going to be, look, guys, you know, we gotta stop them from getting into the paint.
To the runner, left it short.
Mitchell Robinson had Chris Paul posted up underneath the rim, and they didn't even see it.
Up ahead to Bridges, a beautiful pass over the top by Booker.
It might look elementary. It does, but that's not. I mean, he had to like cuff it to the ball. And credit Kaminsky for really fighting on that play.
Book on the drive. Bridges with the ball fake. Kaminsky, come around. What a heads-up play from Mikal Bridges, making the extra pass.
Team is led by double digits. Brunson gets swatted by Booker. Paul, eyes up in the corner. Booker, you bet.
With another rebound, he's got another double-double. Lead pass inside, nice little up and under from DA in mid.
Able to gather it. And Phoenix can reset here with a 9-point lead. Booker kicks to Crowder, wing three is money.
Aaron Gordon now covering Chris Paul, at least in this defensive stance. Booker. And Booker, too easy.
I think he settled with that. That's probably Chris Paul.
And Mikal Bridges blows up another play defensively for Phoenix. McGee on the lob. JaVale McGee putting it together.
Davion Mitchell, when he came into this game here in the second half, was playing with 3 fouls. We haven't seen him be
Also the securer of KD kicks for the Nets on Yestro.
Tremendous. Still appreciate that.
Ayton, nice touch. Good offense there from Phoenix. Pocket. So has DeAndre Ayton. It is loud here inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Booker, tough shot.
Russell on the fade. McGee reaching over the top of McDaniels for the rebound. Cam Johnson on the drive and scoop and finish.
And got blocked. Shot puts the ball in. He doesn't really, not a great form to be able to get his layup.
The rainbow connection from Mikal Bridges. Everything but the hands that it was intended for.
No timing on that one.
Book with a step back triple.
Rhythm back, and you back off of him like that, it's all net underneath.
7 turnovers for the Suns, 8 for Atlanta. Make it 9 now on that one as Book rumbles up into the front court, working on Bogdanovic. and just floats it up and in.
Talking to him as well.
Haven't scored a field goal until almost the midway point.
Bridges off the screen. Boy, good execution.
Because of the great guard play, taking care of the basketball.
Crowder triggers the inbound, looking for Booker off of the screen. Sets up left of the lane. Book it. 13.
He just stayed in front of him. That's all he can do.
Book puts it on the deck. Step back three on the reset. Rips it from long range. 38. See for ourselves here. Yep. Toe just across the line.
Mid-range leads him to the three-point shot.
Paul with the quick hands. Gets the steal overhead to Book. Feeding Bridges. Who goes? Boom.
That's 2 on Crowder. But look, Devin and
here's Harden, lost it. There's the first turnover for Brooklyn in the third. Booker left alone, gets the roll on the three, and just like that, it is back to 16.
Hit the 5-minute mark here in the first half. All working on the bigger Collins. Fires across to an open shooter. Booker lets it fly. Down it goes.
You're not going to notice it if you're watching the ball all the time. Watch this screen. Watch that. I mean, that is timely.
Shuts him off. Walker trying to move past Bridges. He says no. Suns with numbers. Here comes Booker. Puts on the accelerator right to the rack.
Put a 4-on-1 break. That's just good defense. He just fell down, and Fournier didn't really want to draw a foul there. That's exactly.
At 8, Paul against Bullock. Wants to take him. Gives it up to Booker with 3 to shoot. Booker has to put it up. Oh, and Booker beats the shot clock with the dagger 3. The ball in it.
This guy is special, coach.
That's just big time shot making.
And a bad offensive trip. They didn't run anything, but he bailed.
DA, nice job of saving that one. Early 8-5 advantage here for the Spurs. Booker with a baseline pull up.
Exactly hot right now, but they are fluid. They are active. Now they got to get the jumpers to go. And Devin said, Eddie.
Booker. Herb Jones on him. He's got quick hands. Booker knocks it down. That was all Booker that time, taking on the best.
Hawks able to get back. Paul finds a wide open shooter. Devin Booker splash down.
Wasn't one of his perfect threes, right? He's going to beat you anyway, so slow down.
Booker working on a baseline against Tate. Terrific finish there for Book. He was looking for the and one.
Taco 4 out of 5. He's now the 3rd leading three-point shooter on the Denver Nuggets. And the lay-in is good by McGee. They can't get that switch. That's an impossible switch for them.
It looks like he's rushing it, but that's his release. Herky-jerky.
6'9", 255. Book high off the window.
They space the court well. And again, all their guys out there, they have the ability to knock down the 3.
Book able to get into the paint and knock down the mid-range.
Booker against Hield. Booker weaves through traffic. Mid-range magic, that's a hallmark of his game.
The pass intended for Dame gets away and into the hands of Booker. Covington turned the dribble, but then Bridges.
Shot clock fading. Porzingis lost it. Here comes Booker. Pull up 3. He's good.
They don't want anything over it.
Good catch by our Executive Vice President of Replay, Pat Farrow, for that look as Booker works on Allen. Allen with the contest. Booker knocks it down. He has 9 early points.
Again, Crowder with the rebound. Good look there.
Barton took the roller. They were giving up a lot.
I mean, back-to-back. Defensively, they've had to really be aggressive so not to get down by much. And you look at the game, and they're right there. I mean, so if you're the
Stays healthy, averages about 5 a game. Booker with Curry on him, shakes him, knocks it down. Got him oohing and awing here at Footprint Center early.
Here's Devin Booker, drives it hard, gets some space on Curry, pulls up and knocks it down.
Well against the Suns.
Yeah, he did. And then look, he's feeling good. He's coming off a tremendous game. But he is too.
Speaking of coming off a tremendous game.
All season long and certainly during this 11-game winning streak. Devin Booker.
Dish there. The Nuggets playing with energy at the outset. And Aiden puts it away.
Martin got beat on the screen so bad.
Nice jumper for either Chris Paul or Devin Booker.
Paul with Beverly chasing. Booker off the screen. Fading right of the lane. Cash money.
And then worried about the pass over to DeAndre. Hold off a little bit. Jumper. I mean, it's like, and young players have to understand that when you execute.
Right, that one tipped around. Cam Johnson able to corral up ahead to Booker. Book on the crossover, goes on the attack, gets it up and in.
He gave you that look across court like he was going to pass.
Or Morant was able to muscle that one up and in.
And that was a tough shot. You live with that one.
High degree of difficulty. He moves into double figures. The only Memphis score in double figures. Book with a feathery, soft mid-range.
Be good at cutting to the basket, back cuts, things of that nature.
Boy, Jay Crowder with active hands to steal. High handoff and the finish by Bridges.
8-point deficit. Booker slaps it down. A steal. Booker up ahead. Reverse jam. And a victory lap for the Suns.
And then fouls Devontae Graham in transition, and he'll be at the line with a chance to cut it to 8.
Booker.
His movements and cut off ball.
Wow, Booker flicks it out. Paul extra feed. Crowder to the corner. Booker hits the three. Devin Booker with 7 points.
Doesn't have room to land in it here. Watch Devin Booker. Knocks in the three and turns and looks at the Nets bench. I think it was James Johnson that he was yelling to.
Out. They just are not really catching a lot of breaks here early in the year.
Booker, 9 in a row for Devin Booker. He just kept shooting when he came back in, standing.
Yeah, and he gets to a pull-up. Now he's got his rhythm. But listen, Chris Paul had some assists, but neither one.
He rewards guys that have it going.
Deep three on the way from Book. Goes. Boom.
He's one of the fastest as well. It doesn't matter how fast you are going on your end. They can turn it over and go against you. Man.
Bridges, high arching three, down it goes. Barrett checking Booker defensively, working the two-man game with DA, draws the double. Able to gather 5 on the shot clock. Into the left hand. Book trying to set him up, raising up from 19. Got it from long range.
Barrett just looks at Devin. This is good defense. It's good defense. I mean, what else is Barrett going to do? I mean, there's nothing else he can do. And
with the rebound, he's out here with Payne, McGee, Shamet, and Booker. Booker to the paint, off to JaVale McGee.
Got blocked by Bridges. And here's Booker into the front court for Phoenix. Payne from deep. And that puts a silence.
Chris right up in his waistband. Quick hands, generates the steal. Over to Booker. Book inside, wide open DA for the slam.
Beautiful recognition there from Devin. Again, this continues.
At least momentarily. Jay Crowder reached out to foul to stop the play. And then after Kaminsky checks in, Crowder stung with a foul as Booker knocked it down to corner three. So 2 quick fouls here already on Jay Crowder.
Lays it in.
Another high-energy guy for the Warriors, Juan Toscano-Anderson.
Johnson wide open, set up by Booker. A missed assignment.
You know, I mean, they are very tic-tac on stuff like this.
Edwards checking Booker defensively, draws the double team, lobs it up top to DA. And an easy 2.
Throw it up there. Continually getting some stops.
Payton, just what the doctor ordered. Triggers the break. Book from the corner. Goes. Boom.
JaVale McGee igniting this run, and Devin Booker just puts the exclamation point on it.
play much more than his normal 21, maybe 25 minutes. But to your point, as Crowder lets it fly from deep again, but to get...
Coaches get upset when you don't execute out of the timeout. Randall's upset. He's 3 of 8. Great job.
Straight away. Say his name. Devin Armani Booker.
Either the Suns are executing.
So they're asking De'Aaron Fox to do a lot right now.
Shamet got the stop on Barnes. Booker in transition. Fending off the defender to Payne. Side pocket 3 is pure.
He is an outstanding finish.
Under a minute and a half to go. Suns with the ball in the lead. Booker, yes! He's found it at just the right time.
Yeah, a tough night. Booker starts on the left baseline and comes all the way over, wide open.
You can see why he leads the league in points in the paint at nearly 16 per game. Booker with the final seconds ticking off. Working on Williams to his left, rising up. Got it! And Book with a little commentary with the young Williams.
The height on the ball, a lot of things he needs to correct.
Well, a little bit like what Stephen Silas was talking about is Booker inside, fights off the steal attempt by Green, and that's just...
Second pick in the draft. You ain't got enough weight on you yet, young man. Take it out of bounds.
In the pick and roll action where he's a weapon diving to the cup.
Booker, pull-up jumper from 15, rattles down.
Officials like Steve Javie, Joey Crawford. Like, could have taken a half a second.
Yeah. Crowder from deep. As you noted, he seems to have gotten himself together both on and off the courts. As Book shows the nice soft touch. The guy was absolute problem when he was on the floor, both ends.
And he's a smart basketball player. And
Dooley.
There you go, Dooley. That's Shamet, right?
Did have 15 rebounds on Friday night, lost to the Blazers. Book swings it across the Bridges again. Lots of time, same result. That high stroke from Bridges connects.
4 turnovers for the Nuggets here in the third.
From downtown, he scored 5 points against his old club in that loss. Had a little video tribute for him. Pass inside, DA gets the finish and the foul. Russell's gonna...
And even concern about Aldridge. The Bembry is taking advantage. Give him credit for doing it with a sense of confidence and very effectively.
Booker slices in, lays it home. Again, taking advantage of that switch on Aldridge.
We approach the midway point of the second quarter. Cavaliers are shooting nearly 50%. The Suns 57%. Paul between his legs to Booker. Devin Booker is 7 for 7.
Confidence from three-point land. 20% on the season. Down the middle of Booker. His first shot is good. Nuggets did a good job.
And I say that with great respect and appreciation. It's not an easy task, but I thought we could have done a better job with the list of voters.
There's Booker to the goal, count it, and one. Devin Booker after a slow start.
Well, Booker could quite possibly be on the top 100 when they get around to that. Good advance pass by Paul. Great right to left crossover.
Convention has been one to watch on that second unit. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. A fun one. As Booker drains a 15-footer, he's having fun.
Comparisons to Allen Iverson, just in his ability to get into the paint. He said AI obviously didn't dunk on people as viciously as Morant does.
Yeah, but you know, I'll kind of challenge Monty on that. And
No loose ball rebound. Paul with the save into the hands of Cam Johnson. Paul gets it back, eyes up across the floor, finds Booker, lets it fly, long range, ring it up. 29.
Well, the Suns are off and running, and Devin Booker's finding himself all alone. I don't know if that will continue. If it does, trouble.
Paul veering. Here's Booker guarded by Bullock. Booker. Oh, what rhythm and separation, Booker.
And you're watching here. I mean, that, if you're
Jump shot.
Good hands defensively. The Suns register their 8th steal. Booker, tough drive and finish.
Full speed. But
See some of this Suns defense, CJ, that when you talk about this Memphis team, it's not as though there's a ton of...
Payne and Booker play catch. Once more to Booker. Booker fires over Okoro.
Woo, boy.
Arch that you see there from rookie Jalen Green.
And trust me, young people watching, I know you're taught like to get good arc on your ball. That's fine. That's what you need to do. But sometimes
Brodowski.
Well, George Montgomery, who's JaVale McGee's dad, he played the University of Illinois. He got a hold of me today.
The 3. 3 on the way from Book. Rips the long-range 3. Fires across the ball. Thought about the 2-for-1, but recognized they had enough time.
Yeah, it would have been too quick if he had taken it. So now it's about right.
The degree of difficulty also elevated in Book.
Brunson finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists in the loss Wednesday. Bridges in the corner, buries the 3.
Missed it. We usually see him knock those down. Booker penetrates and kisses it home, and the Suns retake the lead.
Booker looking to take the rookie Thomas. Booker, too easy.
To the paint, now works his way outside. He will set it up. Great handle. His 2-guard will spring into the air, knock down the jump shot.
So that's about 4 times in a row now.
Has 8 points, 3 offensive boards on that last possession. Here's Booker, shakes his man again. It's twice now he's done that, and he is creating a lot of space for him.
That was not too many people beat Chris Paul to the job
from the
and
corner.
The ball.
Yeah, this is a Minnesota Timberwolves team as Book just accelerating, gets down with the left hand, but they're going to launch between 43 and... Suns coming off of a second highest opening quarter in franchise history after dropping 48 last night on Denver, and Jay Crowder picking up right.
Blazers off to a 6-for-11 shooting start. The Suns 4 of 11. Booker way outside from the hash mark for 3. Dead eye.
Keep well and free this guy up.
Devin Booker just checking back in during the timeout. Tries to turn the corner on Edwards. The big body to back down. Tough baseline. Turn around. Fade. Fire. Connect. And give him the and one. Just see you at the free throw line.
Sometimes you think you're getting the best of Devin Booker. And I'm thinking, man, that was got him locked up. This is going to be a tough shot. But to that guy, it doesn't take long shots.
Good defense. McGee and Crowder. McGee is down. Looked like he took a shot to the face. As Book with the drive and the finish. He was looking for an and one. JaVale McGee still down.
Back-to-backs, it makes it very difficult.
But I asked Monty about that before the game tonight. Nice feed inside from Booker to Ayton. Wrestled it away. Booker on the break. Thought about the 3 instead. The crossover right to the rim.
Look, the Suns love
not able to get buckets on the other end.
Kaminsky, Booker. That's the pet play that they run, and that's the way.
Finney-Smith has to put it up. It won't go, and it's cleared by Paul. Booker in transition, spinning against Brunson. Count the basket. First points for Booker.
Coming back anytime soon, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer. And now without Brandon Ingram, it's another big loss. As Booker
on the inbound to Booker. Had to chase on the floater. Gets it up, gets it in.
He knew.
Against Phoenix.
Ayton. And Ayton puts it in.
Breaking down a win as the Cavs are back within 1. Devin Booker, meanwhile, works on Isaac Okoro, rises, fires, and scores. Booker has 34.
Got the block. Bridges on the other end. Finds the open Crowder. No good on the 3. Ayton with the offensive rebound. Booker will try and hit it.
stop on the other end, then push it in transition. This is when they're at their best. Pushing the basketball, you get an offensive rebound, and Booker knocking down the long ball.
Stretch four because of the damage he can do inside, but the ability to work so effortlessly outside. Good ball movement, sets up Booker again. Catch and shoot. Rainbow connection. They'll call it a long two.
Steve is working his way back from an ankle injury as the Cavaliers have the first 4 points. Booker chased by Wade. Wade's assignment 2 nights ago was guard Kevin Durant.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, you prefer to keep Christian Wood outside, making him have to work as Book. Boy, he's got the chef's hat on here in the opening quarters.
Gordon's on Booker now, as we anticipated. Trying to get in front of him, does. That's how you do it. Now 7 to shoot. Booker goes by, lay it up and in.
Talk about this matchup. Fight's over. Booker's trying to keep in front of him. Gets up, watches, steps back and lulls him, and then just boom, attacks that right foot as soon as that came up. Just attacks him.
Now they'll bring it back out and get a reset. Booker with a little slip pass to DA, rumbles right down the lane.
Beautiful part about DA and so different.
Williams even referenced that. Very short-handed. But they're at it once again as Booker dribbles himself into one.
Wade can't get it to go. Garland headed back to the Cavalier locker, returned later in the ball game. Booker pulls up. Long distance triple is good.
And that's where they get you. 3:26, Pelicans lead. Ton of turnovers for the Suns, 11 of them. Had 3 turnovers in about a minute span prior to that timeout as Frank the Tank
in control. Losing 3 minutes, turnover Rockets. Up ahead to Bridges. Finger.
Buddy in traffic, got peeled. Davis with great hustle, got on the deck. With Shamet, it comes up Suns to Booker. That's the wrong guy if you're Sacramento. Book it.
That's essentially what we'll get to the Mavs coming up here pretty quick. Oh, what a pass inside by McGee. Just a little bit behind Bridges. Quick control. Out to Booker, who goes boom.
Found the right hand, right?
Booker, pull-up jumper is good. Was just 3 for 12 in that first half. Grant dumps it down to Brown. In the corner, Thomas, run off. Booker comes up with a steal. Here's Booker blasting in, gets the whistle.
Yeah, and we've said, you know, countless times. I mean, he's got the body for it.
Yeah.
To be able to get the contact and create some space.
Yeah, without it, he's got the widest body on his team.
Booker on the drive and kick. McGee snares it. Little turnaround jump hook. 8 points here. First to go. First half. Suns in front. 35-26.
I'd love to see that.
Give a foul called on Okoro. The good news that the Cavaliers.
The inbound Wood. They mishandled it. Jay Crowder didn't know where it was. It trickled between his legs. It says it's right here. Off the Bridges.
You notice McHale, every time McHale.
A 14-6 start for the Suns. Booker, pull-up 3 is good. Devin Booker locked in. He has 12 points. Booker separates and connects. Timeout, Dallas.
Says, excuse me, a little crossover. Underneath the screen, there's a price to pay.
That scared me. I'm over here.
He's got to put it, like he dropped it in third, then all of a sudden threw it into Ferrari gear is Booker. Knock it down to mid-range.
Booker. 2 minutes remaining in the period.
I'm telling you, he's getting down that little 15-foot mark, and he has gotten.
Rubio feels to Allen. Allen tried to send one to Markman. That was deflected. Out comes Booker off the Crowder feed. Booker cruises to the basket and gives the Suns a 75-73 edge.
Yeah, just getting into the playoffs, what that means for you moving forward.
You go into the offseason, even just finishing on a great note, like the Suns 8-0 on the bubble.
Book rising up and brings the hammer.
16. 4
Nuggets in double figures, all starters. Morris was 7. And the Nuggets, after a poor free throw shooting start, are warming up. Now Booker lets it go. Devin Booker.
7 of 10.
It's amazing the bench has been on target all evening, and really the difference in the ball game for the Cavs.
Osmond's a perfect 3 for 3. This guy's been nearly perfect tonight too. Booker, 30 points now. He leaves it short. Long rebound. Who's going to get there? Chris Paul. Paul up ahead finds Devin Booker to the bounce pass. Crowder layup. Yes. Timeout. Hawks.
But you rarely see a fast break. And they could not foul on it, and so you get a nice break there, and you take advantage of it. It was a semi-dangerous pass there from Devin, because Bogdanovic almost got a hand on it. But good catch by Crowder in the finish.
Crowder with 15 points tonight, 7 rebounds.
I've seen teams pack it in, losing their best player, surrender. They have not the mentality of a surrendering team.
Oh, what a shot by Booker, hanging in the air and then going.
Oh, Porzingis, this is outstanding.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's talent right there.
Just take a look at the spectacular move, spinning, and then the beautiful underhand laying over the contested hand.
And Porzingis is 7-3.
Nuggets now 9-8 overall, and the Suns are 13-3.